Welcome back to Anno 1800. This game is so beautiful. Look at this. Oof, love it. And yeah, we have arrived in the new world finally. And yes, we finally arrived in the new world and I colonized this magnificent, gigantic island of Manola. This comes with one DLC, so you may not have it. But yeah, if you have it, definitely take it. It's great starting point. I did also conquer already a couple of other islands, as you can see over here, before Beryl takes them all. I mean, when we arrived, she already had 2 different islands. So I want to make sure she doesn't take them all. Basically, I'm taking the ones in this corner here, right close to each other, so it's easy to defend. Done. And we're going to start playing with them. We're going to start developing a lot of our people. In particular, we're trying to get over here 2 new productions. This is 2 productions for artisans, right? We're trying to get cotton, or cotton fabric to be precise, to be able to make our fur. And we're also trying to get rum, which comes basically done from the new world. So those 2 were going to be very important for us to be able to upgrade those artisans to engineers. So that's the goal of this episode. Let's dive right in. Okay, so let's get cracking. Did we create? Yes, we did. We had over here, oh yes, I had a whole stamp for the whole island there. We're not going to do that. We're going to use, normal ones. So we have this. This is pretty good, right? It has already a lot of people. We have 10 by 10 blocks. We have city building one, because there's a lot of trees. And we have the obreros, so the services are slightly different. And then lastly, we have one with the trade union in the middle and with also the postal offices. Now what we're going to do first is go into blueprint mode. And I think we're going to place actually both of these. We're going to place one of these obreros, and then we're going to place one of those jornaleros next to each other, right? And with this, we should definitely have enough people for quite a lot of production, and people. We do need to connect it, of course, to this, and we can get started. We're going to get started with, the market and with a couple of houses, because right now we don't really have anything else unlocked, right? We don't have a choice. We do have the marketplace, some jornalero houses, and we can start also making, oh, I'm being attacked. Not good. Wow, so many parrots. That's crazy. I need to send, why is that? Why are they over here? I don't know why they're here, but they need to come back right away to try to save my ship here and at least, protect the ships. I'm probably not going to do a lot of transport yet between my islands. They'll be safe inside, but still. I also see we have just done one quest over here. Okay, so we've gotten a dog fox in our zoo. And I think there was one more quest. Yeah, we need to deliver to that guy. So let's go over here. I see there's actually a new one there that we're going to need to take a break. That's the problem with Anno, is you could always be doing something. But let's focus on this. So we can create our local production of wood. We're definitely going to do that. We have actually some wood over here. So let's deliver it. We're going to press that, make a bridge on the other side. There is some mountains over here. We can do like this. Okay. And I don't know if I created a stamp for wood over here. And I don't think we did, but that's okay. We can make a pretty simple one, right? Like 2 warehouses. We can put 4 of these and then 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And just connect everything like this. Up. I do like, to build some stuff myself sometime, not just use stamps. Okay, looking good. So we start with these ones. Then we do have already population, and you may be wondering why. I'm going to show you in a second. If you click over here on your influence, you're going to see how much influence we have, but also what bonuses you've gained. And you can click there to see those bonuses. We have, for example, a propaganda bonus, which is if we spend enough propaganda, the newspaper effectiveness is even higher. But more importantly, this is the one over here that's really good, is expansion. The more island you have, the more island workforce you get for free. So any new island start with some workforce. So if I look over here, for example, right, there is nobody on the island, but we do have some workforce. So this is definitely a bonus that is super, super useful. Let's continue to deliver all of those things here. Okay. So we have started to make some wood locally. It's going to take some time, of course, but more importantly, we've unlocked some of the first needs. They want some fried plantains, then they're going to want some ponchos. For happiness, they want some rum, and later on a chapel. We could also potentially bring them from the old world some work clothes. They want some felt potentially, so there's quite a few things we can give them. We're going to give them all, right? But let's get started. We're gonna go all the way over here probably. Then here I'm gonna want to do something like this. Okay, so stamp of a plantain. I'm sure we have basic plantain. Oh no, I don't want that one. Advance. That's looking pretty good. It's a lot of production, but will be useful for us for sure. Okay, so I can see that some of my farm may not be at 128. Yeah, this one. And this one is at 23. So actually what we're going to do is delete a couple more over here. So we can finish that one here. Actually, we need a bit more. Sorry about that. So I'll clean that quickly and then we can build it. Okay, so we're at 28 now, and then this one same. You go over here, take advantage, right, of these corners where you're not going to be able to build many things anyway. Okay, and let's get started. Obviously, we don't need everything, but let's start with 2. Up, up, up. Why 2? Well, because, you know, this is 30 seconds, 30 seconds. So that way we're making 4 per minute. And that means we're also going to need a bit of oil. Can I fit it over here? No, there's not enough space there. Okay, that's fine. We do have a lot of coastal area on this map, so I'm not worried. Just going to put it like this. Very basic, but totally enough. Good. So we have definitely enough production for, you know, my people. They're only going to eat 1. Speaking of which, I think we should definitely continue to expand a bit more. Right, start getting a few more people into the city. Okay, let's deliver this, that. I think it should be also probably time to just get more resources. So let's say you go back, and you could go back to any of my islands, or you can also go back, for example, to archipels, where there is, you know, those basic resources, wood, bricks, etc. Right? So that's what I'm going to do. Then on this one, same, we're going to take, let's actually take everything, and we're going to take some of these two. And you can just go. Now there may be some parrots around, but we're gonna tempt face, I think. And we go to Manola. Okay, I could send an escort. No, can do that. It's fine. Why is this one paused? Okay, my bad. My bad. I probably did something at some point. But yeah, let's continue over here to deliver everything we want to deliver. So now we've unlocked the ponchos. That's great. So let's get started with the ponchos too. I'm sure we have some great stamps there. And let's go. Poncho basics. Yes, that is looking fine. I'm going to leave one space here. Okay. So we want some fire protection too. And here, let's start. Oh, I'm out of timber. So it is a few minutes later, we have unlocked the chapel now. So let's make sure we give it to our people before they become too unhappy. Because we're not giving the rum yet, but we have started to give ponchos and fried plantains. So we can also upgrade a couple of these. And we have now already obreros, the second tier of population in the New World. It's not the last one. There is also, as you can see, the artista over here. Right? But there's a lot of productions that we need to do in particular. It's probably time now to actually make those cotton meal and this rum, and then start sending them, you know, to the old world. But just before we do this, I see there is a quest here. Where is it exactly? Ah, over here. A photography quest. I mean, I'm very happy to take a picture of your beautiful family, my man. Let me see. Here it is. Oh, you are so beautiful. Congratulations. And it is. This way we gain an alpaca. Love it. For my zoo. For my zoo. That's going to be great. Now, given that we have also obreros, we can upgrade a bit over here our trading post. So I can deliver this. And then we can send this back home to Beard. I see there is actually also... I've sent, you know, a couple of other ships to help defend, because the reality is I did just after I stopped recording, you know, 1 minute ago, I did lose one of the frigates. The attack was like 4 or 5 frigates, the pirate, and so we lost one. But that's okay, we're still alive, all good there. Similarly, in the old world, the pirates are definitely more and more active, but I am sending, as you can see, a lot of ships now to the new world so that they can bring tons of resources. That's going to be helpful. I'll see you there. So we're going to need rum for this island, for other islands in the new world, but most importantly for all of my artisans and even engineers in the future. So if we actually look over here, or by the way, we can also do this, right? We can find it there. It seems we need 4 right now. In the future, we're definitely gonna need more, but I guess let's start with that. We have some stamp too, of course, over here. So we have the basic RAM, advanced RAM, combined with a trade union, and then some very specific one. Let's go with the advanced one that has even a bit of trees. So that's pretty good. Put it over here. Done. And we just need to connect this here. Perfect. So let's check that out. We're going to have over here 1, 2, 3, 4 of the actual rum distilleries. This is 30 seconds. So that means we're going to make 8 per minute. We have also 4 of these. All right. And then we have 2 of the lumberjack hut because this is 15 seconds. And this is definitely not going to be enough though. We're probably even going to need another one realistically. Yeah, it's going to be in range. So let's put a second one. Good. And yeah, with this, as I said, we should be making 8. Perfect. And so 8, we're going to do, put a minimum over here. Let's say a minimum stock of 50. And then after this, we can start transporting. Maybe let's start by transporting with a frigate, because right now there's a lot of enemies, on the map. And we can go over here. Let's go. 1 is definitely not going to be enough. We're going to need more ships than 1, to be honest, in the future, but let's start with 1. The question is, do we go directly here, which means it's going to arrive very close to the pirates, or do we go over there, actually? And then we can have either another one here, but then it's again going to go to the pirates, unless I move this thing here, which is often pretty hard to move, to be honest. But you can, we can do something like this, for example, right? Or you could just deliver it to Christoph and then say, I have another ship that goes from Christoph to Beer. We're going to do like this for now. So we're going to say, go, deliver, deliver. So first it's going to deliver to Christoph. When Christoph is full, they can start delivering to Beer too. It's going to take a bit of time if I do it like this. So let's do it like that. Okay. You may want to also click on wait for goods so that it waits for this to be full. But if I do this, it's going to take a very long time before it starts. So let's get it started for now, and in the future, it can be, again, a lot more efficient. Okay, so that was the first one on RAM. All right. Next is around here. We're going to need some cotton. We could also produce, by the way, some sails directly on this island if we wanted, but we're going to focus on this cotton. I am going to put just 1 here to use this kind of dead space. And then we can place more later on. Let's go over here. I'm using all of the space here. Let's actually continue 1 more. Okay, so that is 1 cotton plantation. This is 1 minute. Then we have the cotton mill. This is 30 seconds. So realistically, right, I don't know how many we're going to need, but let's start with 2 of these. That means therefore 4 of these, right? So we have already 1 there, so we're going to need 2 more. Then we're definitely going to need also some of these over here. Let's put 1 here, 1 there. Okay. So this has all been built. We're just missing a small rod there. And yeah, let's see how much we can fit on this side. Yeah, there. Okay. And then here, it feels like I'm going to be able to fit 1 more, which would be great because that's exactly what we need. Oh, actually, maybe even 2 more. Okay. Well, let's start with 1. Go in that corner there. And yeah, I'm pretty sure again, there is not enough space, I think, for 1 full one, but maybe we can fit something else. Okay. So that is the production of cotton, and then the cotton is going to be transformed into cotton fabric. And as I said, with this, we're going to make 4 per minute, which should enable us to make, 4 per minute of fur coats. So that should hopefully be enough. Let's check it. If I say fur coats and I go over here, we need only 1 right now. So yeah, 4 per minute would be great. We will need though another ship, right, to transport that. I don't want to use ship of the line. They're very slow and heavy and all of this. So we're going to wait for just 1 of my other ship to arrive, and then we'll be able to do this. Oh, there is the newspaper. As always, let's put at least 1 of these to get some more money. All right. Still in positive, but not so much into positive because now I've been building quite a lot of ships, right? And 1 ship of the line is 250. So now that we have so many, it's a bit of a challenge. But let's continue to expand right? On this side, I should definitely put also these ones. Okay, so we have kind of one piece over here. We may need even more food. Let's check it out. Yeah, we need a bit more food already. That's fine. I just need to basically unlock some of these. And same here. I know we don't need it yet, but let's do it as soon as we can, which is as soon as we get a bit more of wood, timber to be precise. Okay. And yeah, with this, we're gaining a lot of journal errors. I didn't check. I mean, here I know we need the workforce, workloads, but what is needed on this side for lifestyle need, spectacle, typewriter, illuminated script. Yeah, we don't have any of these. That's going to be a lot more advanced. But we definitely could start the workloads. So let's see, how much are we going to need? If I unlock now all of these guys, we're going to need 2 only. That's not bad. So let's go. And I guess, we could use this island here because I have a lot of workforce and this is very close to the new world, right? So it's easy to then to send the ships from here to the new world. We're going to do maybe a production on this side. Let's see, a stamp for workloads. I'm sure we have one that is pretty standard. Let's turn it actually. Okay, good. So yeah, that should produce quite a bit of workforce for 33. That's way too much. I should have been in blueprint mode. I guess what we could do is delete the ones that were on this side. All right, because that is really overkill to have also these. This is still going to be overkill, but that's okay. Okay, we definitely should also have a bit more reserves. Let's say minimum stock of 50. And let's start having a bit of these guys here, depots. We're going to increase the storage. So for example, right now the storage 200. If I build one of these, now it's 250, right? And now it's going to be even more. Okay, we are out of the bricks, but that's okay. So this is going to be now 300, right? And so we should be able to use, wait, these two should just go to, where is it? Oh, yeah, there's some pirates there. They're looking for trouble. Let's attack them. And this guy is not helping me. Beryl? Oh, no, she is. Great. Thank you. Where is this thing? Some ram. Always saying yes to ram. Nice. Another one. Ah, I'm full. I can't pick it up. But yeah, let's send these two to the new world, to Manola. And instead, is this one empty by any chance? It is. Perfect. So we can use that to say, you're going to go from this island to the new world. Right now, just Manola. And you're going to deliver a lot of this. Okay. I know this has 4 slots, so we could also use more. I don't think we need to transport more than this in the time that it takes for this guy, to go back and forth. So we can use later these for some other type of resource. It is a few minutes later and the city has grown by a lot. We now have almost 3,000, or we have more than 3,000 people, but we have almost 3,000 of free workforce, not free, but available, sorry, with all of these built, right? And we have, the marketplace, we have also police stations, we have the 2 chapels, right? And we're going to be ready very soon to start doing everything else for those operators. But most importantly, the production of these over here of cotton has already kicked off, right? You can see we have some reserves, 94. Now I also see that we're not so great on reserve. So I'm thinking we're going to build a few. Where is, oh, yeah. We're going to build a few of those depots here to try to increase that storage. And done. Okay, now we are at 400. Yeah, so we're going to have good storage of cotton. And a new route has also been created with one new frigate. We're going to take from Manola this cotton fabric, and we're going to send it to Beard. And like I did in the previous one, I have moved this over here so that it stays far away from the pirates. Even if it is, frigate, you don't want to go kind of here where all of the cannons will destroy you. So that's going to go directly to Beard. And so now on Beard, we can do the actual production of fur coats, right? We're going to want a few of these. Why? Oh, I'm on the wrong island, sorry, my bad. So I was like, why do I have no windows? But no, we have a lot of windows. Let's put it over here. It seems like we have the space. 1, and we're going to want that for sure. Let's maybe add, oh, we don't have the space. there. Okay, a second one of these there. So here it is. We are now going to take this cotton and we're going to transform into fur coats. But for this, we're going to need some hunting cabins. We actually have, the fertility on this island. We may want in the future to do it on another island, have kind of an island dedicated. Here we also have the space, but for now to simplify also a bit the logistic, not just because I don't want to create the logistic, but also because, we're still at war with pirates, we could be at war with others. So in the beginning, it's good to not have, logistics that are too complex, too many productions that depend on connections through different trade routes, right? Because those trade routes can get attacked, can get destroyed. So it is, we connect all these together. We're gonna connect it over here and there, done. We want to boost this one and that one actually. And yeah, I've put 4 of these because this is a 1 minute production cycle, right? So we brought it to 15 and this is 30. So we brought it to 15 with 2 of them. So that's gonna start as soon as we receive our first cotton delivery. Let's check this quest over here, photography quest. Love this. These are the easiest one. Let's be once the cannery. Speaking of which, we never really built all of the canneries, but I think for now we're okay. We don't need that many. Yeah, we're fine. But they're ready here, and I'm sure we have actually a lot of reserves of this. Yeah, we have a lot of reserves on that. Speaking of which, maybe we should increase our reserves also on this island, right? Slowly but surely. Over here, let's build a couple there. Okay. If you press space, remember you'll get on the world map where you can actually see. I can see there is one frigate with my rum that is coming back. The frigate with cotton will arrive soon to the new world. And so I can keep track of all of them. So that's great. That's great. We are negative on money right now. So we're going to want to fix this. But I think this is going to get fixed now that the rum is starting to come. This is 20 coins for each houses. This is probably also going to be fixed, with the help of this fur. Because again, 24 coins. And right now we have the production buildings. Like, this one is costing 500. So that's 1,000 for these two. Plus we have 4 of these. Okay, they're not that expensive, but still, especially for this one, it's 1,000 of coins, but we're getting nothing yet. We will definitely get it soon. I also see that we're a bit low on artisan workforce. Now we will get some workforce over here, but I'm thinking maybe we do a small expansion like here of my people. Here it is. Done. Another small quest here. Oh, photography again. That's great. That's easy. Just need to find the church. There it is. And done. Get some easy money, especially given that we were in negative. That is great. Okay, they're happy. They thank me for my help. All good. And then next is going to be the university. We have everything needed to build it except a bit more bricks, but that's okay. Speaking of bricks, I think maybe we should look at the clay. So there was 3 clay deposits over here. Where's the third? Here. So let's create this one. We need to connect it to a road. We need one of these. And I don't remember if we had boosted the clay. So if I look, over here, we should be producing a bit more clay than what we are actually consuming. And we can hopefully use that to give clay to all of my artisans over here. Don't ask me why they want clay. That's a bit of a strange need, but okay. So how many do they need? Oh, they need 4. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. But we can actually do that by doing this. Pretty sure now we were gonna end. Yeah, it is perfect. And we just need to transfer, these resources from here to there. Or maybe we use that guy here. Okay, so clay. You're going to be transporting the clay up. 2. We're gonna say this is old world intra clay artisan and assign it to the old world group. Okay, good. So that's gonna start. Maybe let's restart creating some new ship of the line. No reason why not. Let's build this mounted gun, some more reserves while we're here, and maybe soon we're gonna want also to build one. Are they called already? One pier, right? Because there's more and more things that are transported between my islands. Oof, there's an attack here. Wait, this is actually a mission? Oh yeah, there is a mission here. Only 3 minutes left. Damn. If I send these guys, maybe we can get there. But yeah, that was my ship for clothes. This is the ship for cotton. They're arriving now. Great. So in a few minutes, we should actually have cotton and rum on my capital. And at that point, hopefully we are well into the green here, and we can even go to engineers. Let's see in a minute. And by the way, I think this is the first real island fight. This is a new island that this guy has taken, right? And it's being attacked. It's being attacked. I think he already, maybe I see some kills over here. Let's send the ship, get all of those things. It can be some great stuff sometime. But yeah, I think there was already a kill, another one over here, and there is 2 ships now. There is 1 frigate, 1 ship of the line, which I think means, unless there was big balancing done with this mod, New Horizon mod, I think that means they're gonna win, unless they also kind of try to go away, like they give up. Basically, the ship of the line should be able to get the island morale over here in the red, and at that point they will take over the island. So yeah, that's interesting. Is that also from Beryl? Oh no, this is from the Willy. Willy is, trying to... Ooh, but she's also sending some support, but that's a clipper with 2 frigates though. So that's interesting. There is quite a lot of ships. Maybe this was actually ships of Willy. Yeah, I think she's going to lose 1 more frigate, but the ship of the line will be able to take it, unless these 2 gunboats are really strong, More importantly, we have now, look at this, this is working. I see some fumes coming out. So yeah, we have received some cotton fabric, and we're making our first fur coats. I don't know if we have already a lot of... Now we are at 0 on rum. So my people will probably not like that soon, and the rum is actually coming soon. Okay, so we're gonna have to see if I'm making enough rum or not. But like both in terms of the actual production over here, I doubled it just now, so that should be enough. If we look over here, I mean, this is Manola plus Christoph and Beard. If we look there, yeah, we're making enough, that's for sure. But is 1 ship enough? Because it takes a long time for a ship to go, so we may need a second ship. I am being attacked by 1 pirate. Okay, he's gonna die. That's fine. That's fine. It is. It's dead. While I'm here, I guess let's go here. She's saying she wants a ceasefire, but she wants money from me, so that's not happening. I'm not giving you money. If you give me money, maybe we can do it. Ah, we got a very good item. Look at this. This is an epic one. Attack speed plus 20%, attack range plus 10%. If I were to sell it, it's 100,000. We're not gonna sell it right now, but you can see that it's a good one. This guy is going there, and yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, that's interesting. She didn't take the island, she took all of the shares. So this is an option indeed. You can either take the island, or you can take the shares, and she took the shares. Ah, very interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, I definitely want to get this here, if possible, and there is some more there. So we should hopefully get a few interesting things. And yeah, I built over here a bit more defense, a pier for the deliveries, because we're getting deliveries from time to time. And this is actually a frigate that needs to be destroyed. Are these ships coming to destroy it, or what? Maybe. I think so. Gotten a bit of weapons, better than nothing. Okay, but more importantly, let's look over here and see. While we don't have the rum, we have at least the fur coats. And so with this, we have unlocked the university. Let's build it. Done. And so we can get our first engineers. Now I'm gonna check one thing quickly. There is no oil on this island. Okay, interesting. No island. So we're gonna move these ones to engineers. And I guess because they're engineers, they're gonna be allowed to have trees actually built in the middle. But it is, ladies and gents, science and wonder. We have a completely new tab over here, right? This is not the last. We're gonna then get to engineers and then to magnets. But we not investors, sorry, and then to magnets. But the really cool thing is we're finally close to unlocking the new region of New Horizon mod. So get ready for that. Oh, we found the Puma. That's interesting. And we have Lady Faithful. This is the Arctic, another region. So many regions for us to go to. I will definitely unlock it at some point. And here we get some materials,